Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this little explanation about how GPS works on our flat Earth plane. Since John Harrison invented his famous chronometer, which actually just is an ordinary clock, which its speciality is able to keep the time. The present day's clocks were very unstable, and when they brought them to sea, they was not able to tell the clock precisely at all in any ways. And that was a huge problem because you could not measure out the longitude with unprecise clocks. So it was first when John Harrison invented his clock, it was possible to navigate by the longitudes after, of course, the Greenwich Middle Time Zone was established, because it's from that one you actually are doing all the calculations, and that's how the navigation on this flat Earth plane is working. It's simply your GPS device is getting time from the Wi-Fi masters. Of course, there is no satellites, so it's simply just a math calculation that decides where you are. It's very, very simple navigation. So it looks very fancy and all that, and you can see that the pictures I have added. NASA even claims it's still your GPS device's measurement of distance that is happening. That's how your GPS device is working, and that is, of course, completely untrue. It's simply your GPS device get the time, nothing else. So enjoy this little video and watch the evidence from BBC, and yeah, good little thing to have when you are debating globe herders about how GPS devices works. Thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.
At the end of the road, turn right.
John Harrison solved the longitude problem over 200 years ago, but his idea of using time to find where you are lives on. I've been using my satellite navigation system to find my way around, and there's a direct link between John Harrison and SatNav. It also uses incredibly precise clocks to pinpoint your position on Earth.
You have reached your destination.
To show you how it works, I need some nautical help. So I recruited the boys at Hull Trinity House School, which has been preparing lads to go to sea since the 18th century. Satellite navigation involves sending clocks into space. Those clocks are accurate to within 1 second in a million years. I wonder if even John Harrison would have believed such a thing was possible. I've set up my own sat-nav system. I want to find out my position in this vast ocean. I've set up 3 satellites manned by students from Hull Trinity. They're slightly low-tech. Each one has a loudspeaker and a mobile phone connected to the speaking clock. Now, what I'm doing is watching my clock here, which is synchronized with the speaking clock, and when it comes up to a particular time, at 10 seconds, I press my stopwatch and I listen for the speaking clock over there, and when I hear the 3rd pip, I press it again and look for the difference between the two. The sound from each station takes a while to reach me. The further away, the longer it takes. Now, from station A over there, the difference was 0.64 of a second, and from station B over there, the difference was 1.68 of a second, so it's obviously much further away. Now, all we need now is station C. In real sat-nav, the signal travels at the speed of light, but I don't think I could work my stopwatch quite quickly enough for that. 1.36 for C. So I've now got the delays from all three stations. For A, it's 0.64 of a second, and that means I should have been somewhere on that arc there. Station B was 1.68, and so I must have been somewhere in this arc here. So probably I was where these points cross, but as a check I can do station C, and they were about here. So I'll take the third arc, and the result is I must have been somewhere within that triangle there. So that gives me a small area in which I know I am. But that's how GPS works. By taking the time from three different satellites, they can pinpoint your position in your car, and I can do it on a boat frozen in the middle of a lake. John Harrison started his quest to build the most accurate clock in the world because it would help to save lives at sea. Today, clocks are still saving lives at sea. So, Dave, tell me how you know where we are and where we're going.
Well, straight away I know where we are because we've got the GPS.
Oh, this is GPS?
Yeah, that's GPS.
Telling us our position down to what, a millimetre?
Well, you can see it's to 1,000th of a mile, and, and it's updating all the time. It's constantly updating.
Amazing.
GPS is then putting us on the chart. You can see the boat on the chart.
So this is an electronic chart?
Electronic chart, and it's
Carrying
live.
all
Everything
that's
on
us.
it's that's us live.
Before John Harrison, navigation was so inaccurate that ships frequently hit rocks and many lives were lost. Today, thanks to Harrison's ideas, Dave and his crew have a permanent readout of exactly where they are.